Thank you very much. Good evening, and thank you for such a warm welcome. Now, tonight, as we all know, is about responsible capitalism. And you know what? I've always been a proud capitalist, for as long as I can remember. I'm a proud capitalist because it's capitalism that has lifted more people out of poverty than any government program or any aid program. Because it has spread democracy and transparency around the world. Because it has helped make the UK and many other countries wealthy, progressive, and the influential nation that it is today. Capitalism pays for our schools, our health service, our police, our armed forces. It has built the roads and the railways that have brought you here this evening. It has built the homes and the hotels that you will return to, and the cars and taxis that will take you there. So capitalism has improved our lives in so many ways, but it's not done this by accident. As a byproduct, capitalism or capitalists have for centuries set out with one aim in mind, and that's to make money. But in doing so, they've often made the world a much better place. And that reason alone would be enough to celebrate and to support capitalism. But tonight, we're celebrating what I would say is a different kind of capitalism. Business leaders for whom values are just as important as profits. Successful companies where morals don't take a backseat to sales. People who realize that capitalism can do wonderful things for society, but that capitalists also have a responsibility to that society. Tonight's winners have been pioneers in banking, in manufacturing, in the restaurant business, and much more. And I also want them to serve as pioneers and standard bearers for this new kind of capitalism. Your work and the example that you set has never been so important. In part, that's simply because responsible capitalism is great. It makes all our lives better. It makes society stronger. But it's also important because right now, I think it's fair to say that capitalism really needs to prove that it can be a force for good. Whether it's LIBOR rigging or emissions cheating, capitalism has not exactly covered itself in glory in recent years. You might not be surprised to learn there was a study quite recently that showed many people think that it's responsible for everything that's wrong in the world, claiming that it's a system that only makes the rich richer at the expense of the rest of us. But capitalism is the single best economic system anyone has ever devised. It's not the natural order of things, nevertheless. If we don't defend it, if we don't fix it, if we don't make it work better, the public will continue to lose faith. It was Ronald Reagan, I think, that said many years ago that free enterprise is only a generation away from extinction. Many decades later, George Bush put it perhaps in a slightly more succinct way when he said, "This sucker could go down." Now, when that happens, if that happens, the whole system will fail. And you don't need me to tell you that the alternatives, all of them, are far, far worse. But we won't save capitalism simply by citing statistics about what good it does. We need deeds as well as words. We have to demonstrate that being a capitalist doesn't make you evil, that a successful business doesn't have to be an exploitative one, that there is no contradiction between being a good executive and being a good person. And tonight's awards prove just that. Our award winners have improved public health, they've supported education, they've protected the environment. Yet they've also achieved commercial success, created jobs, and paid taxes. They set an example that all businesses, large and small, should seek to follow. And they deserve our heartfelt congratulations. So to everyone here tonight, have a great evening and a very Merry Christmas. Thank you.